Ice cream and sprinkles. Ice cream and sprinkles. Ice cream and sprinkles.
Ice cream and sprinkle.
Hey everybody, today we're going to be making some soft sugar cookies with raspberry frosting and sprinkles. Very simple recipe and process, which is why I'm most excited. They are a recreation of those store-bought cookies, the Loft House cookies that you find in the supermarket, those white fluffy looking cookies with pink frosting and sprinkles, and you're like, wow, that looks really good, but also how many chemicals are in that? They look unusually soft for cookies too, like little pillows. They're usually like placed in the front by the checkout. These are impulse buy cookies, but what inspired me to try a homemade version of these cookies is actually a video I saw of Eric Kim from the New York Times making his own version of these without the chemicals. The cookies, the store-bought cookies, the pink is just coming from food coloring, so they just taste like sugar. But with these ones, they actually have a raspberry flavor to them, which I think adds a lot more to the cookie. And I think maybe like a little tartness and sweetness, but we'll still put the rainbow sprinkles on top. We're still gonna, indulge in that like artificial look because it's pretty. We still want to party, and I really do want Eric Kim to be my friend because I really like him. And whenever he talks about how he like worked on his cookbook with his mom and like cooked with her every day, I just imagine that and I just want to cry. And then he's about to cry, and I literally almost cried yesterday watching. Let's go over the ingredients. We have eggs, sugar, baking powder, salt, cake flour, butter, vanilla, and cream cheese. A note on the cake flour is that these store-bought cookies, these Loft House cookies, are super soft, almost like the top of a cupcake. So they're more cake-like than cookie. That's why cake flour is gonna work the best. So I have cake flour here, but if you would like, I can include how to make your own cake flour. And I actually did make my own cake flour in my coffee cake video. So you can check that out if you want to just see how to make your own cake flour. It's super easy. It works just as well. And you probably already have the ingredients if you don't have cake flour. And I'll link that in the description if you want to check that out. So let's get started. It's going to go so fast you won't even realize what hit you. And then the cookies are going to be there and you're like, what? How did this happen? First thing, we got our room temperature butter. Plop it in there, okay? You can do this by hand if you want. This is so easy. Everything comes together in one bowl. I'm going to use an electric mixer, but you can do it with a regular whisk if you want. Everything is soft enough that you can just put it together in no time. So no need for special equipment. Okay, so we got our butter in here. We're going to plop that cream cheese in there. We're going to put our salt and the sugar. Okay, and we're going to just cream those together. Okie-dokie. So the next thing we're gonna do is add our extra large eggs one at a time. Remember to add your eggs in room temperature. Holy. Nothing. Next step for our wet ingredients is we're gonna add our vanilla. And the recipe calls for 1 whole tablespoon of vanilla, which is a lot. And I love it. Ooh, and it's gonna smell so good. Yeah, that vanilla like is a star in there. So we're gonna add our dry ingredients. So I'm just gonna add my baking powder to my cake flour. Okay, so let's add the flour little by little. Just mix it until it's just incorporated. Let's not overmix now. Okay, that's coming together nicely. It's not too much. Cascading. Okay. Oh yeah. Just getting everything off the beaters. You know the trick, right? Go full speed. No, it's still on the beater. Gorge. This is like consistency. Looks like it's between a cake batter and a cookie dough. It's not too thin, but not too thick. It won't hold together like a cookie dough will. And that's why for this next step, we're gonna need to portion our cookies out on a baking sheet and then pop them in the freezer for like 15 or 20 minutes just so that they can set. Otherwise, they're gonna be too soft. So make some room in your freezer. I'm gonna need to. Now, where's my cookie scooper? Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, yeah. We can add little dollops of julep. Okay, we have these all portioned out. We got 15 cookies here. Now I'm gonna put them in the freezer for about 20 to 30 minutes. And in the meantime, we'll make our frosting. Iggy, are you gonna help me make the frosting? Are you gonna be my sprinkles? I thought maybe Fig could help make the frosting, but she can't on account of the no thumbs thing. And so I'm gonna put her down. All right, so time to make the frosting. Simple ingredients for our buttercream frosting. We have butter, powdered sugar, salt, vanilla, raspberry jam, and for later, for that garnish, I have some rainbow sprinkles because you can't do this without rainbow sprinkles. Just kidding, you can, but I'm just going all out. I'm trying to make a copycat version of these Loft House cookies, and for that, you need some sprinkles. I'm just trying to have a little fun, you know? Just trying to have a little fun as an adult. All right, put this together. Easy. Yeah, we're gonna just put this all in the bowl that we use for the cake batter. I rinsed this out, and now got some softened butter in here, powdered sugar, pinch of salt, and some vanilla. I like vanilla. Let's just get these ingredients started and then we'll add the jam. So, okay. So let's start on low so we can pick up the speed. So let's just add our raspberry jam about a tablespoon at a time. See, and get yourself some good quality raspberry jam too, because I mean, this can really make such a huge difference to your frosting. It's gonna be raspberry frosting. It's not just, we don't wanna hit, we kinda wanna taste the raspberry. This one too has a little bit of lemon juice in there, so that really goes so well with the raspberry flavor, that like hint of tartness. It's just a really bright flavor. So I think even if you find raspberry without lemon juice, if you add a little touch of lemon juice to that, that'll be really good. All right, let's add a spoonful, tablespoon, okay? And see what kind of color that gives us. I think that should be okay, but let's see. Okay, this is nice, but it definitely can use a little bit more pink. Oh, remember for your raspberry jam, make sure it's seedless. You don't want the seeds in there. Get that, get the seedless stuff. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like the raspberry is really coming through. I don't know if this is pink enough. We just did that. Please be okay. That's pink, okay? And I can smell the raspberry brightness in this buttercream, and it's so cool that you can make pink frosting and it's not artificial. So we're just gonna cover this and set aside. Okay, and now our frosting is ready for when our cookies are baked and cooled a little. Where should I put this? Mommy. Okay, so now I'm gonna take our cookies out of the freezer and get them ready to go in the oven. Oh yeah, these guys are nice and firmed up. Gonna take another regular baking sheet lined with parchment paper, pop the trays in the oven at the same time. Easy peasy. So, okay, I got the 15 cookies over here, and I want them to be separated about 2 inches apart. Hope this is okay. Yeah, because we're gonna roll them into balls, so they won't be as big. See how much easier? I mean, before they were just like, they would have squished through my fingers, but now you can mold them, handle them so much easier. So we're gonna roll them all into balls. And we're just gonna press them a little, flatten them out. Batter is a little bit sticky. Okay, so our oven is heated at 350 degrees. I'm gonna pop them in for 14 minutes, rotating each tray halfway into baking time. 1 and 2. Okay, baby. What do we got here? We got 15 pillowy, soft sugar cookies just ready to be frosted. Now they're room temperature, so the frosting won't melt off. So just cool them enough that they're not hot to the touch anymore. All right, so we're gonna do a little swirl. We're gonna just practice our swirling, and then we're gonna sprinkle some sprinkles, and then we're gonna eat them. So, like I said, I don't like too much frosting on my cookies. Let me start here. Let's see how it goes, okay? Okay, just the first one takes a little longer, one to get into the groove. And we can always go back in. But I think this is the amount I prefer. Wow, this amount of frosting was nearly exact, and that is satisfying. It's already a win. Sprinkle time. See, we're having fun. Says you can't have fun. Put sprinkles on cookies. Okay, let me try it. Yeah. Ooh, okay. Yeah, this is very, very good. Wow. I love the raspberry. Should I say that without spitting? I love the raspberry. It's perfect. Oh my God, I'm so excited about that. And it melts in your mouth. It's so yummy. Soft, cakey cookie with that hint of tartness too from the cream cheese. Not only did it give it this amazing texture, but it also gave it a hint of tartness, and then that bright, fruity flavor of the raspberry is so perfectly balanced, and the sprinkles are fun. A little crunch, I guess. Yeah, sure. They're so soft. The sprinkles do add a little bit of, texture to them. I appreciate it, actually. Wow, definitely a success. Just like all the best qualities of the store-bought ones that make them so popular, like how soft they are and beautiful they are, and just that perfect sweetness. It's all here. It is such a good cookie. Thanks, Eric Kim. Love you. There's nothing better than a dessert that takes little time to make, little effort, but can make you this happy. Success, success, success. What do you think, Fig? Are they as cute as you? Okay guys, thank you so much for joining me on this magical, colorful journey. We made some really great cookies, way better than store-bought. Remember to comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications about the next video. Is it time to party? I really wish you could eat these. Yeah, dogs can't eat sprinkles.
Sprinkle.